Accredited social health activists, or simply called ASHAs, are female frontline health workers employed by India's Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. They are the first point of contact for health related issues faced by lower income sections of the population. ASHAs act as mobilizing agents for the hub research. The registers of pregnant women are used as reference sheets to create a pool of possible participants. NIN employees who are qualified auxiliary nurse midwives, commonly called ANMs, refer to these registers at the primary health center partnered with the hub. Preliminary screening of a pregnant woman for eligibility in the research starts from second trimester of the pregnancy onwards. NIN employees build and maintain relationship with ASHAs in the 3 field sites. This helps them connect with pregnant women who may not visit primary health center. Participants are recruited from low and middle income families who will be incentivized by regular health checks with a pediatrician at the hub field office and access to a medical care network. Anganwadi mother and baby care centers are important partners in the hub research. They serve the population as part of the government's Integrated Child Development Scheme. Each center typically supports 15 to 30 children and distributes complementary food for babies. Anganwadi workers manage the center and elicit community support in participation in nutrition and education programs. They also have one teacher who leads the preschool learning. Pregnant women are also offered daily lunches at their local Anganwadi center. It is important that the whole family understands the study and provides consent for a participant to take part in the hub research. Participants are also required to be available in the field site until the baby is 2 years old. The study recruits women from different socio-cultural backgrounds for a representative sample of the community. In the hub registration office, participants' blood samples and anthropometric height and weight measurements are taken. Data is also collected on their diet, stress levels, household, and socio-demographic details. Proxy measurements of rice, flour, water, and meat provide an accurate understanding of a participant's consumption of staple foods and fluids. Mother's hair sample are taken close to the scalp to assess cortisol levels, which is an indicator of stress. Hair and blood sample of registered participants are processed in the NIN biochemistry lab. Participants' initial blood report provides a complete blood analysis, which is helpful for future treatment and also acts as an incentive to continue in the study. Monitoring and tracking participants in the field by NIN ANMs is an important part of the study. Frequent movement between participants' home and their mother-in-law's house is common during pregnancy. The registration team takes mothers for an ultrasound scan at 30 to 34 weeks to estimate birth date and visits the hospital when the baby is born. The hub research considers the social support networks and psychological well-being of mother and child, as well as the food and sanitation environment. NIN field office members visit participants in the field site via local yellow autos. Participant mothers prefer to travel to and from the field office in autos with locally known drivers who are employed by the hub. Neonatal phlebotomists take blood samples from babies at 6 months old in the hub field office. The neonatal team visit participants' home to take anthropometric measurements regularly during the child's first 2 years, including the length of the baby, the mid-upper arm circumference, and the skin folded subscapular region. Mother and baby stool samples are collected from participants at home and transferred to the NIN lab via an ice box. Stool samples are stored in freezers and then tested by the gut microbiome team. This is a picture of bacterial cultural plate in microbiology lab, depicting E. coli species in the left and Salmonella species in the right, grown from the stool samples collected from babies at 6 months. The home environment team lead participants through the water, sanitation, and hygiene assessment questionnaire and undertake spot checks in the home. They collect various samples periodically, including the complementary food which is given to babies from 6 months onwards, and hand wash samples from both the mother and the baby. Access to safe drinking water is assessed as an indicator of exposure to waterborne diseases. Samples must be processed within 24 hours after collection. Home visits enable family members who purchase and prepare food to contribute to the food environment assessments. Photographs are used to depict what the researchers mean by the food environment to bridge variations in the local Telugu dialect and the meaning in English, as well as participants' differing level of illiteracy. The incorporation of smileys helps to emphasize agreement and disagreement with certain statements. The food environment team visits all types of establishments in the field site to assess food availability, affordability, and the proximity of different types of shops and markets. In recent years, the availability and marketing of ultra-processed foods has increased. Our 9 interdisciplinary teams at NIN are working together on the hub research. This pioneering study will be completed by 2024 and inform national policymakers to address child stunting.